Hey, so mhm. So last night I did something, um, trying to do some protection or whatever, delivering myself before bedtime. And I went to bed, and guess what happened? I had a dream, okay? I woke up this morning, and guess what I dreamed about? I dreamed that two strangers, like I'm not familiar with them, they got married in a dream. There was like a wedding ceremony, and I was there. I was thinking, oh crap. Um, one of the signs of a spirit spouse is that you would dream about either familiar or unfamiliar faces, like people getting married, for example. Either them getting married to you, or you being married to them, or them getting married to someone else. And I was thinking that maybe this might be a sign of a spirit spouse wedding ceremony and two strangers getting married. um, in the dream, well, the story is that is their first time meeting each other on the wedding day, and they got married. So I was thinking that it is arranged marriage in the dream. I was there, people were there, like it's like in a dream, as if I was connected to them somehow, and yet at the same time I'm not, because a bunch of strangers, I'm not familiar with them. It's weird. I dreamed I was, the wedding is like traditional, kind of luxurious, like it's very Indian. I don't know why. The couple, okay, that lady, the bride is an Indian, and the groom is Greek. But he looks too fair to be. I mean, he's supposed to look fair if he's Greek, but he looks brown. So I was like, what the hell is going on? So, an Indian lady getting married to a Greek. And I remember in the dream sitting there looking at them, like, especially that groom. I was like, wait, he's Greek, then why does he look brown? That was funny. And in the dream, someone was sitting next to me. The only person that I'm familiar with, like someone from my family, and that person's trying to annoy me, like, did you do this? Did you shake your hand to that person? Did you, I was getting annoyed and agitated. I'm like, stop. Like, I was getting agitated. Like, the person next to me was trying to bother me. Anyway, yeah, it was weird. So So they got married, these two couples, and after mass there was like a board being displayed at the wedding. I don't know if it was during the wedding or after the wedding, I don't know, but there was like a holy scripture written over there. I think it's some kind of verse, like Quranic verse was written over there, but I can't remember. But there was like a verse, and that bride and a lady sitting next to her, it's like was feeling uncomfortable, and telling her that you should know a guy first, like get to know each other before getting married. And the bride was kind of feeling uncomfortable. I was sitting next to her, next to this bride. I don't know her, like she's a stranger, like who is she, but whatever. And the lady was sitting next to her, and like she was talking, you should know a guy first before getting married, and blah blah blah. But she didn't say anything. She was quiet. And in the dream, I was like, but I looked kind of happy in a dream. I don't know. There was just silence. Oh yeah, and the groom in the dream, he gave me some money. I looked at his face. He doesn't seem to look pleasant. I was confused in the dream. Like, I'm confused actually. Like, why did he give me that money in a dream? Like, I don't get it, So yeah, that dream ended, and I woke up. That was weird. It kind of reminded me of years ago when I was under a heavy spiritual attack. I had a dream of strangers getting married. Like two couple, they met each other, and then they got married. I saw a groom and a bride. I saw a wedding dress and him wearing a suit, and I saw they had a baby. I saw a baby in a dream, and then I saw additional kid there. The kids grew up, and I saw like a whole family, I remember. And then towards the end, some disaster happened. There was like an explosion at their home, and they got out, and then there was like a helicopter hovering. That was the dream. So I was like, now looking back, this is a sign of a spirit spouse. Spirit spouse dream. Dreaming of unfamiliar faces getting married, or familiar. Oh, hi, Muhammad. Anyway, so my old delusional self thought that dream years ago, I took it as a positive sign. It's a sign of renewal or rebirth of something, because I thought, if I see a baby in a dream, it means it's a sign of rebirth of something. But now looking back, that's not true. It's a sign of spirit spouse. Yep. And I remember it just reminded me of that kind of dream, kind of similar. Where you dream about strangers getting married. That was weird. I think whatever I was doing at night, it was working. I feel like this dream was spiritual. I don't know, what do you think? I think the devil's trying to trick me or something. Yeah, I think it's working. Maybe because I'm breaking free or something, and it's triggering the demons. I don't know. Well, that was interesting. And well, before that, I had previous dreams. They were kind of spiritual too, but they were bad dreams actually, but very symbolic, very spiritual. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to share bad dreams, but if it's related to spirit spouse, then I can maybe share. So yeah, I don't know. This one is weird though. I think it's spiritual. I don't know. Hi, Yahya. Okay, so that's all. Thanks for coming and listening to me. And happy read, advanced read. Because I think tomorrow is read. So, anyways, bye bye.